Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and EU4 Common Sense Scotland. Feeling a little bit better than I was last time, and I've been doing a little bit of thinking and came to a conclusion. You know how the Norwegian army just sort of popped in here unexpectedly, and I'm like, what the heck? Surely Sweden didn't give them military access? That's because I forgot about a certain game mechanic where if I have military access with somebody, then my enemies also automatically have military access to that same person. So if I were to cancel military access with Sweden right now, cool things would happen. Guess what's going to happen? Look where Norway's army is. Not in Norway, I can tell you that much. They'll be trapped. Trapped in Holland. Not to be confused with Holland. Holland. Be trapped there forever. And I should be able to just freely rampage throughout the countryside. So we're going to do it. Cancel military access with Sweden. And now, Norway is stuck, Denmark is stuck. I am free to just do whatever the heck I want to with all of them. How exciting is that? Heck, because I don't even have to worry about them attacking me, I shouldn't even have to worry about raising army maintenance, although I might do that anyway just to be safe. Because you never know when that's going to end up being useful. Who knows? There might very well be a rebellion at some point. It looks like these guys are threatening it. Actually, that makes me wonder, what's my war exhaustion looking like right now? 0.61, it's not that bad. Not that bad at all. So why are they getting close? Lincolnshire and Cumbria. What are we looking at here? Separatism. Just a teensy bit of war exhaustion. It shouldn't be that bad. Huh. So why are you guys threatening to rebel? That doesn't seem very nice. Or like it has any point at all. Honestly, I kind of expected these would have ticked down a little bit faster than this. I'm kind of curious. I thought I was doing a little bit better on my unrest than that, but apparently I'm wrong. They're all at 6.9% for some reason. Unrest in Leinster is also ridiculously high. That's because I decreased the autonomy, but then the recent rebellion went ahead and expired. That's actually a bit of a problem. I really should consider doing something about that. But, you know what, we'll have to wait on that for now. First of all, worry about the war. Always worry about the war. Okay, so we have one transport currently here already. So, how are my ships doing overall? They're okay. They're not great, but they are okay. They'll do their job. Alright, so let's grab the transport. And we'll pick a troop up here in this area. Do you already have one regiment? So let's actually get you on here. Can I not? Maybe not. There we go. Because I know we have a second transport there. So we got 3 transports. I could just land up here in the Norwegian coast and start taking some extra war score. Because I've decided I may not be able to take a lot of land from Norway and Denmark. I might just take these 3 islands, leave Iceland, and I might take Bergenshus because it is a coastal center of trade, but I don't need to take a lot. What I'd rather do, honestly, is steal all of their income. I'd like to take their money, I'd like to take some war reparations, get some power projection, whatever else it's going to take. That would be nice. You got a little loot. Let's just split the army and start heading this direction. Should be fine. Keep an eye on Norway, though. We do not want these guys getting around. Do I have a port in this area? Are these guys taking attrition? They're not taking attrition at all, so it's just these guys currently taking attrition. And the only reason I have them there, honestly, is so that I can enjoy blockading them and getting some spoils of war, but I don't have to, necessarily. Huh, anyway. Alright, so let's separate out one cavalry. I'm gonna... Nope. Send you directly into the ocean. I wish it was a little bit smarter about that, but it's not. Let's send this fleet off to the southern Norwegian Sea. Norwegian. And let's see if I can't. Come on. Transport to Agder. There we go. Perfect. This should work. This should work. Way to eke out a little bit extra war score. Make sure that Norway can't do anything. Select this guy. Move to Bergenshus. There is a mothballed capital fort. Can I just march in and take a mothballed capital fort? I don't actually know if I can. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I know a mothballed fort is effectively the same as just not having a fort at all. I could just walk in and it'll be sieged down by just one regiment. A capital fort, though, it's mothballed, so it doesn't have any ability to defend. It says it already has a garrison, so I think because it's a capital fort, it automatically has a garrison no matter what. So that may not do me a whole lot of good. Alright, well, let's take this longbow. Oh, nope. Get into the ocean. There we go. And as soon as you have transferred, there we go. Let's transport up. Actually, should I grab... I should grab one more unit. One more longbow. Send you into the ocean. And we'll start landing all over the coast. Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable, I think. Sieges, occupation, too few men. Well, that's because I have to get a reinforcement tick. That'll happen next month. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, hang on. You gave them military access. How could you, Sweden? How could you do such a thing? That's horrible of you. Okay, hang on. They gave it to Muscovy. Why? Why did you give that to Muscovy? Muscovy, get out of the war, please. No? You won't get out of the war? Dang it. Alright, so best laid plans gone awry. I guess that's kind of inevitable. So let's take a look at a peace offer right now. Wait, who did it say? Yeah, okay. Muscovy, obviously, their enthusiasm is high, so there's nothing going to happen there. I really do need to just get out of the war then. Okay. Well, knowing that, we do have 39% war score, which is actually pretty good considering. Can I take Bergenschutz? You will give it to me. Will you give me war reparations? Nope. Will you give me money? You will. Well, that's about as much as you'll give me. Alright, so I will get 4 prestige and 10 power projection, which is enough to get me some monarch points, at least for a little while. I'll get better control of the trade here, but Bergenschutz, the only problem with it is that it will be difficult to control rebellions in this area. I'll have to transport troops around, but I can end the war. Stop taking any damage. Alternatively, I could say no to Bergenschutz and say take some war reparations and even more money. 50 ducats and war reparations for 10 years, which is actually okay, because this truce should only last for what? Until 1483, so that's an 8-year truce? 8 years of peace with Norway. In the meantime, I'll be attacking England. By the time my war with England is done, I should be able to rebuild and then go back to war with Norway. So is that how I want to do it? Just take the 3 little islands? Not much? And say, you know what? Sucks to be you. Give me your money. I mean, really, the goal of the war was to make money, right? But do I want the territory? Bergenschutz. Oh, Bergenschutz. I can't do that and war reparations, so I'd have to take money instead. 35 ducats. So basically it's a question of whether or not I want to give up war reparations for 10 years plus 15 ducats in order to get this one province. And this Bergenschutz gives coastal center of trade, which is local trade power 10 in the North Sea trade node, which is only worth 1.4 ducats. That's not even really worth much, is it? You know what? No, we're not going to take Bergenschutz, I think. I think it will be more advantageous for us to just take the money, save the manpower, because we're about to get squished because I can't reinforce fast enough. So no Bergenschutz. We will, however, take your money. All of your money. Well, as much as you'll give me anyway. So 50 ducats, enough to pay off the rest of our loans, war reparations to give us a tidy income, plus 3 islands to the north, and a short truce. We will be able to go back to war with Norway later. This actually would be okay. And you know what? A short truce might mean that I'm able to sync up my time, my next war with Sweden sometime. So that isn't necessarily a bad thing. I honestly think that the extra money from the Lubeck trade node Denmark is probably going to be more valuable than Bergenschutz. Probably. Eventually I'll want to have it. When I become a dominant trade power and I'm siphoning a lot of power into the North Sea trade node and then into the English Channel, I'll want to have it. But for now, this is probably okay. It is, after all, only 1475. Only get 0.2... Yeah, you know what? This is... I won't get as much power projection as the one downside. So it won't be enough to get me extra Monarch points, and that's kinda sad. But I think I'd rather have a ton of money to work with. We're gonna do it. Send demand, and we're at peace. Bam. Alright, guys. All y'all. Get out of here. Get back home. Well, you need the fleet, don't you? Okay. Excuse me. Well, the fleet is gonna have to do its job. Hang on, let's actually get these guys all together. Let's get the fleets here back into our territory, because they have been suffering enough attrition, I think. There we go. And we'll have to gradually start siphoning all of our troops back, just in time to deal with any rebels that might decide to pop up. That'll do fine. Cannot, I swear to God, no, we're not going to do that. We're not playing that game no more. Alright, let's pop you guys over. Well, come on, get the Tyne. Get these guys to Yorkshire, get these guys to Yorkshire. We'll march up to Midtjylland, I guess. Get these guys to Agder, and we will begin the slow process of transferring all our troops back. We've lost the conquest Casus against Norway. Oh, and I should also, of course, begin coring my new territories. They're very cheap little islands, not worth much at all. We have a very minor amount of overextension, and it is not worth reducing our war exhaustion, so we will go without it. Hansa, we've stopped trying to improve relations, that's fine. Now, do I want to look at buying some new technology? I could up my Diplotech. That would just unlock the shipyard, not a huge deal to me. I can't get the admin tech yet. Would I rather just get a merchant? Yeah, probably. Let's get a merchant. There we go. And trade map mode, okay. Still can't reach the White Sea trade node and transfer things, can we? No. Too far away. Okay. We can, however, go to the Lubeck trade node and transfer some trade power there into the English Channel. And, of course, once my ships are repaired, I will be able to do a lot more as far as patrolling said English trade node and getting more money out of it. Okay. Troops, you guys are going to Yorkshire, yes? There we go. Okay. So we'll just begin the slow process, ferry all the troops over, and you can see why this is such a pain in the butt, and why I wasn't especially thrilled about having more territory over in Norway that I have to keep worrying about. Not as fun doing it that way. So let's just slowly transfer it all around. You two, get over here. One of you, get over here. So we did expand our territory just a tiny little bit. I feel pretty good about that. Honestly, I feel mostly pretty good about the fact that we should be getting a good amount of money. The Lubeck trade node is quite wealthy. It's even more wealthy than the English trade node right now. So that means that Denmark, in theory, should have a fairly tidy income, and I get to enjoy a little piece of that just for a little while. I'm going to reduce the army maintenance a little bit. We'll continue to reinforce as much as is appropriate, but in the meantime, let's repay our last loan. Goodbye. We are debt-free. Hooray! And inflation, I could spend a little admin power to reduce that, or I could just save up for the next level of admin tech, and I think I will. That should be available next month, actually. So that'll be good. We'll have access to the workshop. Local production efficiency would be kind of nice. There you are. And do I want to look at the unrest here real quick? Yes. So we have 10 unrest. That's a bit more than I'd like. Let's increase autonomy. We can deal with that one, but the islands that are hard to reach, let's just increase the autonomy and not worry about it. They're not really providing much of anything to me anyway. They're only two development each. That's nothing. So I really would rather not have to worry about the unrest, at least for a little while. Let's get them cored first. Orkney, I could handle if I had to, but I'd rather not. Get over to Yorkshire. and we'll begin this all over again. Speed this up to speed 4. Send you back to pick up the next load of troops. You guys, group up. You're almost all repaired. You guys can get started on this right away, can't you? Yeah, you go do that. There we go. And you, once you have finished repairing, can also join up. And fortunately, in the latest version of the game... Oh, crud. Can I not? Oh, gosh darn it, I need to raise my army maintenance a little bit more. In the latest version of the game, you can't... what is it? Patrolling ships will automatically... Ooh, hang on. Automatically join up into a larger stack. So, cooperation with the merchant class. The biggest problem with collecting income from trade is the smuggling. Our government policy of supporting the mercantile interests has led the merchant class to cooperate more against those who choose to smuggle, at least for a while. So for the next 10 years, we get plus 5% trade efficiency. That's excellent! Hooray! Let's transport the troops down here and see if that makes a difference. Oh yeah, the port's up in this direction. Never mind. Alright, come on. Get... Oh, gosh dang it. Is it just because the army maintenance isn't on high? Really? Can you please just get on the transports now? Get on the transports. Yes, I do want... Okay. Good grief. I don't know why that was so difficult. You should be able to just do that, but okay. It was working fine every other time. I could just send them directly into the ocean tile and join up with the transports and move over, but this time, they wouldn't do it, but the automatic transport works fine, so what do I know? What the heck do I know? There's some separatists. Hello. Lincolnshire and Cumbria. Well, fortunately, we're actually really ready to deal with them already, so let's pop some troops over here. One of these guys is probably going to get a few extra years of separatism. I really wish I had not left this fort mothballed. That would have made this a lot easier, but I didn't think about it. How unfortunate for me. Okay. Well, let's get... Whoop. Nope. Let's get this stack together. We'll try to do some damage. Oh, gosh. Quickly get over there. Before they hit occupation, they got it, didn't they? Yes, they did. Gosh darn. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. Reinforce. We'll deal with you bit by bit. What else did we get? Trade expansion. Our policy of free trade is allowing our merchants to expand our trade. That's very simplistic, but we get extra trade efficiency and less spy defense. Hey, also okay with me. That should be worth a little extra money. Cool. Let's get this unsieged. Let's say attached to this unit, so Connaught doesn't do anything silly right about now. Is that all of my troops? They all here now? Certainly looks like they are, so let's send you to Lothian. Hello, England. What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? I don't know what you're thinking about doing, but I'm pretty sure I don't like it. Let's grab a few extra units. Some longbows. Another thing of cavalry. Because we have a lot of extra force limit to spare right now. A marsh. Well, if only I had gotten there first, they wouldn't have gotten that defensive penalty, or I wouldn't have fought a terrain penalty, but there we go. So that should deal with our rebellion, and we are safe. As long as England doesn't do anything silly. Whoop! Up! Up! There we go. Our truce with England has ended. Oh, they actually very well might decide to do something a little uppity. Well, here's hoping they don't. 19 stack. I'm not sure where you got all that. Huh. Well, I guess we didn't bleed you dry nearly as much as I wanted to. It's okay, I guess. Let's get these guys all together. Now, I'm not suffering any attrition here, apparently. Yeah? Weird. I would have thought that I would still suffer attrition because this is controlled by separatists, but apparently not. Apparently it will do just fine. Okay, well, in that case, let's get our army together. We'll rattle our sabers against England just a little bit. Make them scared of us. Let's mothball these transports because they're not going to do me much good and they're just draining some money away from me. Let's actually build another light ship because that would be good. Can always do with more trade, yeah? So if I were to declare war on you, France would join in this said war, which would be kind of cool. France, do you have transports? You have 9 transports. You actually would be able to do a lot. I want to give myself a chance to recover and build up a navy and stuff again and get my army properly situated, but I happily would let England bring in Friesland, Brabant, and Nevers if I get to bring in France. I mean, France now actually has some navy, which makes them a lot more effective than they were last time, so it could work. Sweden has declared war on Denmark. Oh no, Sweden! Denmark is paying me money! Don't kill them! Don't kill them, I need their money! What kind of ally are you? It's pathetic. Alright, let's improve relations with France a bit, make sure that they stay nice and happy with me. Flanders, holy crap, did you take all of Holland? Well, golly dang, you sure as heck did. I am definitely improving relations with you. Flanders. Stupid, sexy Flanders is suddenly awesome and worth a lot. Would not mind making him very happy with me. He's not even a member of the HRE, actually. I mean, declaring war on him would certainly be an option, but, you know, what else is cool is, well, hang on. I don't have enough power in the English Channel. Why don't I have more power in the English Channel? Why do I only have 1%? Where's my fleet? What are you guys doing? English Channel. Yeah? So why am I only getting this? There we go, there's 11%. Thank you. Jeez, I was gonna say. Okay, so we could actually justify a trade conflict against Flanders. Or I could ally them. Flanders is too large to vassalize, so that wouldn't work. And they're definitely not going to transfer their trade power. But Flanders also doesn't have a navy, yes? They shouldn't. Pretty sure I decimated that last time, didn't I? Flanders, there you are. You have 2 transports. I'm going to go ahead and start working to justify a trade conflict. Yeah, I think that might be better, actually. Let's forget the whole improving a relation thing. And let's justify a trade conflict with Flanders. Just keep that in my pocket in case it ends up being useful at some point. Maybe soak a little extra money out of them. And I don't think I can take any territory doing that, because I don't think I want to do any, I don't think I want to land any troops, but it would be an option. This is staying on. I'm actually okay with that, because I want to protect against England, but hey, you know, it's a thought. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus with EU4. We finished up our war against Denmark, we took some islands, and we're taking some money, and we're debt-free, which I consider awesome. And now we have to turn our eyes to England, and maybe to Flanders, depending on which one we think will profit us the most. It's going to depend. England scares me a little bit with that army. It's a little large, but we might be able to handle it if France does join in on our side. We'll see. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.